You won't believe what $500,000 gets you in Texas versus California. $500,000 sounds like a lot of money, but depending on where you're looking, that can mean two completely different things.
Today, we're comparing what $500,000 buys you in Texas versus California. And trust me, it's a wild ride.
If you're house hunting, relocating, or just looking for fun, this is a video you do not want to miss.
But before we get started, I'm Holly Haven.
And I'm Andy Haven.
And we are the Haven Home Team. We are your North Texas no filter real estate team, which means if you have questions about anything real estate related, we have the answers for you.
One of the big differences is the size and style of the homes that you're going to get in Texas versus California. In Texas, you're likely getting at least a 3-bed or 4-bed house with 2 bathrooms and 2,500 square feet generally. Versus California, you're probably getting 2 beds, maybe 1 bathroom, hopefully 2 bathrooms, and likely in a condo.
Or a 1950s bungalow.
It's not just more space in Texas that you're getting, it's actually more home for the money, period.
And guys, we are well aware that different parts of Texas and different parts of California are going to have vastly different price points. We are really focusing on the North Texas area, somebody who may need to commute to kind of that North Dallas market. But also, most of our clients moving from California are coming from all different parts, and we're hearing the same story over and over.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent. They're either long-term renters or they own a condo and they're looking for something for around $500,000 that's going to be a mansion here that for them they sold their $2 million 2-bedroom condo in the city that didn't have a garage. So this is our generalization of Texas and California. Obviously, if you're moving to San Antonio, Austin, or any of these other large cities, the markets can be completely different.
All right, the next big difference is what we would probably call neighborhood vibes. What you're finding in North Texas at this $500,000 price point is very likely in a new or nearly new community.
Yeah, generally 2018 plus is what we're seeing in our area. If you move out to the Frisco area, you're going to see 2005 to 2010 age range. But compared to California, you are seeing much newer, much more bright and airy homes than we're seeing in California.
Yeah, so you're getting those newer, updated properties with more square footage, maybe on a larger lot, and you're in a neighborhood in most cases where you're gonna have a community pool, lots of really cool amenities, and a great way to meet your neighbors.
And let's be honest, some of the charm of California comes with a side of needs some updating. So that brings us to our next point, move-in ready versus fixer-upper homes. Obviously, this is not a blanket statement stating that homes in Texas are not fixer-uppers. But generally speaking, in the $500,000 price point, you are getting homes with brand new flooring, brand new countertops, even a brand new home, foundation, walls, roof, all of the above.
Warranties,
yes, which homes in California, that is very few and far between.
So we know that you can find those things in California homes and California communities. We also know that you're either really far from the area that you prefer to live in, or your price point is slightly different, maybe by $1 million or $1.5 million. So we know that these differences make a huge, huge impact on our buyers that are moving here from out of state, just getting that little bit of fresh extra, that peace of mind, knowing they can move in a home that is, I mean, if it's not brand new, like you said, 2018, we're talking 7 to 10 years old here. So you're still getting something that is vastly different and still a lot of times in an easy commute, which we'll get to in a little bit. Didn't I just mention Commute?
You did. Let's talk about Commute.
So if you're buying in a North Texas suburb in that $500,000 price point and you want that brand new home, you are going to be approximately 45 minutes from downtown Dallas.
Yeah, these would put you in towns like Plano, Frisco, Prosper. Salina, you might be just about an hour, so that's a little bit of a stretch. But in Salina, you can get new build homes under $500,000. So this would be where we would send you if you were looking for that new build community. In California, though, depending on where you're located, it can take you 60 minutes to get from work to home on a 5-mile stretch of highway. So there is a huge difference here. We do talk about Texas traffic. 380 is the worst, but guess what? It does not take us an hour to get down 380. So we are talking first world problems here.
And just a quick little note, if you have not commuted in Dallas highway traffic, what we expect you to do is about 15 to 20 miles over the speed limit. And if you're not doing that, just stay out of the left lane. That keeps us all moving bumper to bumper at about 85 miles an hour.
Last but not least, we have the comparison of property taxes and ongoing costs associated with Texas versus California. In Texas, we do have fairly high property taxes, which is something a lot of people from California get here and they're like, oh my gosh, these
Yeah.
property taxes are insane. But you have to understand that the reason you're moving to Texas is that we do not have a state income tax.
Right.
So you're actually saving that money. You get more income in your pocket, but then guess what? You get to pay it back to the state of Texas. So it is one of those things that stinks, but there are areas in Prosper, Plano, Frisco area that have lower tax rates. If you're building in a new build community, you are likely going to have a higher tax rate, over 2.2 to 2.6%, and even higher at some points. But in some of these older communities, we can get you in the 2% range to save you on those property taxes.
Absolutely. And really depending on where you're willing to live, how far you're willing to live from downtown Dallas. Because honestly, downtown Dallas is not where I would say most of our homeowners here in the area, that's not where they travel to. We're traveling to Frisco, we're traveling to Plano, maybe DFW Airport. So really those commute times are very, very different. We can get you a little bit further out, save you on overall home prices, sometimes property taxes, even your homeowner's insurance might be cheaper in some of these locations. So there's a lot of factors that go into the overall affordability of a home in North Texas compared to California. And that's really where we come in, right? We're the resource. We do the research.
Yeah, and we are North Texas natives. We have lived here for 25 plus years.
Plus,
I'm the 25, she's the plus. And so we do have experience with all cities of North Texas. We have personally lived in Frisco, Prosper, and Salina. So we do know from personal experience those areas.
So while home prices might be cheaper in North Texas, you do need to look at the whole big picture to make sure that you are really comparing apples to apples. Like we've mentioned, the tax rate, the homeowner's insurance, utilities, all of those things are going to play a factor in the monthly mortgage rate. So our last point here today, or our bonus tip, would be really that it's not just about the price tag. It's about your lifestyle. So what you're looking for is going to greatly impact what part of North Texas or what part of Texas you actually want to move to. If you love the beaches and that coastal highway, we don't have a lot of that.
We have a few, but I would not compare it to California beaches. Other than that, the thing about moving to Texas is you're moving here for the lifestyle generally, for the community, for the neighborhood. You're not moving here for beaches and beautiful weather. Let's be honest, we do have very seasonal seasons. They are very hot and they are very cold. And they are not as beautiful as California seasons. But other than
You're not really selling it right now.
I do think that we have amazing weather. But if weather is your absolute number one thing, Texas just might not be for you.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a larger lot, maybe some land, maybe you want that hobby farm, or you just want to be in a high amenity neighborhood with neighbors that you want to spend time with, and you want to get in at that $500,000 mark, I think North Texas is the place to be.
Absolutely. And I think if California has not allowed you to be a homeowner, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and become a homeowner, first-time homeowner in Texas. We welcome you with open arms.
And we would love to help you as you research, as you decide what that perfect move is for you. And before you guys leave us today, go ahead and like and comment and follow us so that you get our new videos every Friday. And if you have any questions, leave those comments below or reach out to us directly. We would love to help and help you become a Texan.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye guys.